Hey guys, welcome back to the Vent Viper DevLog. I'm Ethan, and over the past 3 weeks, I've been hard at work polishing and optimizing the game, and I'm excited to bring some big updates to you. Polishing a game is one of the key aspects of game development, and it's really where your game comes to life. And I have been focusing on making some cool 3D models which I've scattered around the maps, like in the vents map, where I've added pipes for water flow and the occasional pipe leak around the map, to add a bit more visual ambience. You may also find a screwdriver and some screws left behind from the last person who was up here fixing the vents. These new additions, coupled with the fans and red lights, really help the player to feel immersed in this eerie vent system. For the labyrinth map, I have added some vines and skulls around the map to present an overgrown and dangerous environment that the player can explore and traverse. These, with the ancient ruins and moving walls, really brings the labyrinth aesthetic together. And finally, for the futuristic desert, I have added lots of neon coloured items to light up the temple corridors, like the neon crystals and skulls, and the neon runes which occupy each section of the temple. In addition, I have also added some particles coming off the portals, so if there is a portal round a corner, a player can know they are able to turn there. Another element of polishing is sound design. Fortunately, I've been able to get some amazing music from a musician for the game. With the track for each map, these tracks help incredibly to immerse the player even more, and were made with real intensity and pace in mind, while still perfectly suiting each map style. I have also added a few more sound effects, like the snake hissing sound effect that the snake can make while moving around the maps, to add that extra level of detail. During polishing, I was also able to fix some bugs, like the bug I had with the camera, where I accidentally put in the X input into the Y output, and vice versa, for the smoothing motion where the snake turns a corner. I was also able to fix some texturing problems I had with the desert temple, where some textures appeared darker than others. After I was happy with the current state of polishing, I wanted to start optimizing the game, as I want to get this game on mobile as well as PC. And sadly, I came to the realization that the game slightly tanked on the mobile version to begin with. So when it came to optimizing the game, I knew I had to do some big things. I started off with occlusion culling, which basically means when the camera cannot see an object behind another object, that object gets hidden, and therefore greatly reducing the mesh count on the active scene. Another way I reduced mesh count is by unsubdividing some unnecessarily high mesh counts, like the fan blades and the vines. I've also enabled static batching on 90% of the objects to allow Unity to combine static meshes together into a batch, therefore reducing draw calls between processors and increasing performance. One big place that also needed optimized and can often be overlooked is the code, especially in the update section, which gets called every single frame. So you have to be very careful making sure it only contains things that 100% need to be there, and any other things that are there may just be slowing the game down and lowering performance. In the coming weeks, I'm going to be adding the final features, like localization for some languages, as this helps my audience scope to increase exponentially. I also want to keep optimizing for mobile to make sure that it can run the best it can on that device. I will be looking into making a leaderboard for the game, as this would give people another incentive to play the game and make it more competitive. And I will be starting to get some people playtesting the game to help me find any bugs or issues with the game that I may not be able to spot. Finally, Over this period, I also want to start making some high quality graphics for the game that I can properly market with, as I'm starting to reach the marketing stage for the game, and I want to make sure I'm well prepared with cool pictures and videos. I would love to hear what you guys think about the game in the comments, and if you have any feedback or suggestions on what I could add or improve, make sure to drop that down there too. Thank you for joining me on this devlog, and if you want to follow the development of Vent Vipers, make sure to drop a like and a subscription, and I will see you guys in the next devlog, where I will hopefully have a fully complete game that's ready to be marketed. But until then, it's bye for now.